I do see the importance, but yes, it is very challenging because I work 2-3 jobs, and I'm also studying full time as well. So finding time to speak Vietnamese to him is really hard, and also all the academic subjects are in English. So it's really easy to just teach him everything in English, but I made it a point to set time every week to teach him, and I do believe that if you teach a child how to write and how to read, then it's easier also for them, because children learn language really fast. Teaching them through songs is another way, and just basically really finding time to speak to them in Vietnamese. But I must say that it's challenging for me too.
Living far away from your hometown, how do you think it's important to for your son to learn about Vietnamese culture, about Vietnamese heritage?
I try to talk to him through different stories and share with him about my childhood, and the fact that we do come back to Vietnam quite often. That also he can see the reality of Vietnam. So it's not just through what I describe to him and things like that. We do talk about different celebrations through the year. We talk about the values, especially moral and character building values. The Vietnamese character building values, like humility, staying humble, respecting elders, and things like that. We live in a Western country. To teach the children about the values of the Vietnamese culture is really important to me, because I'm Vietnamese.
Like when you would teach me Vietnamese values, like I'm sure in other countries they also do this. Like before we're eating at a dinner table or a celebration, like con mời mọi người.
You have to invite.
I invite
the
everyone
elder.
before, and also like the stuff like lisi, the red packets, also, which is giving
money.
thanks. Like I gave one to my mum, and before I come back to New Zealand, I'm going to give one to my dad, and that's the way I was saying respect to them. And today I also gave it to my younger friend. I would probably consider him as my younger brother, and that's why I gave them to him, and I also very appreciate him. And it's also about respect and all.
Jayden, I always see you with the headband. Is there something special about that headband?
Yeah, glad you asked. So a lot of people wonder why I wear this, and they're like, oh, can I ever go wearing it? But like, it's nothing religious or nothing compulsory. It's just so that it can keep the hair out of my eyes.
But it becomes part of your style.
Yeah, so like people, whenever they see me, sometimes they're like, oh, that's the guy with the manila, or that's a
sometimes if he doesn't wear it, people wouldn't.
Yeah, like people
like,
and the swimming, like at the swimming pool. Sometimes I go to the swimming pool, like people won't recognize me because in the swimming pool, of course, I can't wear this, even though I would want to. But it's sort of weird. Like people will be like, "Who are you again?"
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
Put it back on. Oh,
yeah,
that's you. You have shared with us that you have been determined to study Vietnamese because of a song that you really enjoy. Could you tell us more about that?
The song "Con có mây đi ăn đêm," which is the Vietnamese lullaby. That also wanted me to like, oh, I don't know what that means. Maybe if I learn Vietnamese again. This is when I was young. Like,
when he was really little, I only spoke to him in Vietnamese.
Not English, because I didn't understand.
No English at all. I think the other song that you really liked was when at the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, when they put the flag, when they turned down the flag at night.
I sort of forget what the song is called. But and I didn't really learn like what the lyrics and what I mean. But like I would normally, like whenever we go, I would always whistle the tune. Yeah, I think that was also one of my top favorite songs. And now, of course, there's Khóc Giao Mùa, because since that is coming up, and also that was like, it's a lovely song. So yeah.
Interesting. So which genre of music do you like most now?
Well, I think the one that I play the most would be blues, rock, jazz, and pop, and country. But I think I like all types of music. I think maybe I don't really prefer heavy metal music, like the ones that they'll play in nightclubs, because that's a little bit, strong to the ear.
Besides playing music and performing music, you also write music, right?
Yeah.
Where did you get inspiration from?
I wrote a song. I was like, oh, I know, I could write a song, because since I can play guitar, this was after I could already play guitar quite well. And then I did write a song, and I couldn't wait for Mother's Day, so I just sang it on Saturday, on Thursday or Friday.
So that was his very first song.
This is the first song I wrote, and it was for my mum on Mother's Day. I wrote this when I was 7. It's called Mother's Love Can't Be Beaten. Mother's love can be beaten. A mother's love can be beaten. A mother's love can't be beaten. Mother's love can't be beaten. She's the one who taught me education. Oh yeah. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one. A mother's love can be beaten. Ooh, a mother's love can be beaten. Ooh, mother's love can be beaten. A mother's love can be beaten. She's the one who walked the fire for me. Oh yeah. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one. Love. A mother's love can be beaten. A mother's love can be beaten. A mother's love can be beaten. Mother's love can be beaten. She's the one who will walk the fire for me. Oh yeah. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one.
Jayden, a lot of people here called you a music prodigy. How do you feel about that?
Well, I wouldn't consider myself as a star or a prodigy. I was born just like a normal kid, but then I had a passion for music, and I believe that hard work and passion is the key to success.
Yeah, he's really just a normal child. That's why we never put him in a special school, a special music school or anything. Just a normal school, 9 to 3, and then whatever that he wants to do is outside school time. So it's all outside curriculum. And just really his love for music and really hard work. And hard work I would say about 70% of the success, and then 30% is his passion. We as parents, we always believe that any child can be really genius or prodigy at anything that they can be. They can be a sports person, or they can be a mathematician, or they can be I don't know, a teacher or a doctor. But if they are passionate about what they do, and also if they put in a lot of time to practice what they learn, then they would be really successful. And we reward Jayden for his effort, not for his achievement. Whenever he goes and he competes at any competitions, music competitions, or if he represents the school at any academic competitions, we say that if you do it well at home, you already win at home. And when you are on the stage, especially with competitions, when you're on the stage, you just take it as an outlet to entertain people rather than think that it's a competition. So he's very relaxed when he's at the competitions.
Jayden must have spent a lot of time practicing music and performing music and also writing songs. So how can he find time for schoolwork?
Jayden usually gets up really early in the morning, 5:30, and does all his practice before his school. And then after school, he comes home. He will have different classes as well. Our focus is still very much academics. The school actually applies a method called strength-based learning. Strength-based learning is basically to look for the child's strengths in anything, in sports, in arts, in music, in anything, and develop that strength to the level that the child is so confident that they can bring that confidence to other things as well. That's how he applies that to other subjects. So he's really good at maths and really good at writing, reading, top of the class, representing school for spelling, even current affair quiz, things like that. So balancing is another challenge, really. But with his 12 instruments and then now 13, it's not that every day he would practice all the 12. He would practice one instrument and then maybe alternatively he will practice. The good thing about primary school it will change with intermediate and high school is that children don't have homework. All the homework is sorted out during school time. So he doesn't have to do homework, and it will give him more time to do other things that he enjoys. But it will change with intermediate and high school, and that's why we try to guide him and teach him a little bit, just one step in advance at home, so that when he goes to school, he's confident in that kind of subjects.
Jayden has done very well in both music and schoolwork, and a lot of people think that children who perform very well, they are also under pressure, and they would call their parents tiger mom or tiger parents. Do you think that you are one of those tiger moms?
I don't think that we are tiger parents. I think that we reward Jayden mostly for his effort. We always share with him that whatever you do at your best ability, because we probably perform a very tiny percentage of our brain capacity. So if you try to do your best, then you probably will do best. We give him a lot of space, you know. He has plenty of time to play, and he participates in all sorts of activities, and he still have time to play with other children. It's not that we are quite disciplined in a lot of areas because we think that if you give out your best, then you can perform well. But otherwise we give him, you know, we let him take his own initiative in doing things, take his own, you know, leadership and things like that. We just do, you know, it's just normal parenting, and do give him the space that he needs.
What's your dream in the future?
Well, like I said before about the junior ambassador, that's one of my dreams. And since music, for music, I think breaking through to that high level of music career, like all these musicians like Katy Perry and like Bruno Mars and those people. If it's the Lord's willing, I'll probably I could just also stick with music. But I'm still young, so I don't know what I'm got planned for me, because I still have a long life. When this idea popped up in my head, because me and my mum, we did ukulele lessons. We taught ukulele in the holidays in New Zealand. I just really like teaching children and teaching themselves. So I was thinking that I could become a music teacher and also a school teacher. And my mum always says,
is probably the youngest music teacher in the whole of New Zealand.
And my mum also says that
she has a class.
My mum says, like, if you want to do something, like for example, if I want to be a teacher or I want to be a musician, she just said that it doesn't matter what you do, you just have to do it with a good heart. And if you enjoy it, then that's also really good. It doesn't matter what you do, and do your best at what you do.
Jayden, do you know much about Tet holiday, and have you ever celebrated Tet in Vietnam?
So when I was 4 years old, because yeah, I stayed here for about 4 months when I was 4. So I stayed here for Tet. But since I was pretty young, I couldn't really remember that much of what Tet was like. I just remember there was a lot of celebrating. I'm really sad and like, well, because I can't remember it, and I wish I could stay here for Tet here this time, but I can't because I have school.
Do you celebrate Tet holiday in New Zealand, and how special is it? How different it is compared to Vietnam?
Wow, it's really different because it's really small scale. First of all, Tet time in New Zealand is summertime. So it's nothing like Vietnam. So even the atmosphere or the weather is nothing like Vietnam. So it's not spring. We try to cook some Vietnamese dishes, but of course we don't have enough ingredients and stuff like that to cook. Dunedin has quite a connection with Asia. So they do celebrate lunar calendar. They have a garden in Dunedin, and on the New Year's Eve lunar calendar or Tet, they also organize fireworks, which is great because so we do often go to the garden and see the fireworks, and we feel, and every time I see that, I always miss Vietnam very much.
So how do you tell Jayden about the meaning of Tet holiday?
I often say that Tet holiday is the way that the families and relatives reunite. At the end of the year, there are quite a few days for relaxing and visiting each other. Days that we can enjoy the dishes that we don't normally eat during the year. Even though we are away from Vietnam around that time, I call it in Vietnamese it's thiêng liêng, but as in English I can't find. Maybe it's really reflective and yeah, something that's really special to our hearts during that time.
Mrs. Lien and Jayden, thank you two very much for spending your time with us in our show today and sharing with us a lot of interesting stories. And Jayden, all the best to your music career.
Thank you very much.
Before we say goodbye, would you like to play us a song?
Sure.
trong lòng hơn nhưng ra điều tình yêu. Ta đi bên nhau đón duyên đường về thôi, hồn hoa vào cùng bao đất trời. Xin nhắn đi để chúc nhau thêm hạnh phúc, cuộc đời mãi thắm tươi. Con chúc hành gia tốt Việt Nam một năm mới tốt lành. Xin nhắn đi để chúc nhau thêm hạnh phúc, cuộc đời mãi thắm tươi.
Sự kiện trở thành kênh truyền hình quảng bá năm 2016, các bản tin thời sự trên VTV9 có gì thay đổi để thu hút hơn với khán giả phương Nam?
Thay đổi lớn nhất, dễ thấy nhất trên các bản tin thời sự của kênh VTV9 thì có thể thấy là cái phong cách hiện đại hơn, cái tiết tấu nhanh hơn và hình ảnh thì cũng được đầu tư nhiều hơn. Và trước đây thì các bản tin thời sự V9 là thời lượng 30 phút, thì nay các bản tin tăng thời lượng lên 60 phút và đặc biệt về nội dung thì cũng gần gũi hơn, dân sinh hơn và phản ánh nhiều vấn đề người dân quan tâm hơn.
Tưng bừng, vui nhộn và